Welcome to Central Valley Wedding and Special Events. I'm Shara Roderick, and today I have Dr. Pierre Saint-Fleur with me. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you here. You provide a very unique service with Journey to Wellbeing. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. And in Journey to Wellbeing International, our focus is to help people prevent or even reverse chronic diseases. It can be anything like high blood pressure or high cholesterol or a heart disease or any type of chronic illness people are struggling with. And especially when they go to their doctors, their healthcare practitioner, tell them that it would be a good thing for them to try to make some changes in their lifestyle in order to see if they could see some improvement there. And once they get that, and then if they would contact me, and then I would get together with them and then do an assessment, and from there, and we would work with them, develop a plan, and start working on various areas that could help bring about some positive changes in their health.
Which is such a great service, because I feel like when you receive a diagnosis like that, it can be overwhelming. And for a lot of us, we wouldn't know what to do. And so you are able to come in and personalize and help them through that.
That is true. That is very true, because when you receive a diagnosis of something like, and because your thinking processes are not the same anymore, because the anxiety is set in, and it's very difficult to figure out, where do I go, what direction do I need to take, to make that kind of changes. So that's where we come in, somebody contact me, and then so I work with them, and step by step, and we start on a plan and start making adjustment until we get it. Yeah, the idea is to give the person maximum support, and then to stay with the person. Don't let them get discouraged, and don't give up. Many times, people tend to become depressed. Become sad.
Yeah, that's understandable. It can be so overwhelming. And feeling like that's a part of your identity now and not knowing what to do with it. So you're with them every step of the way, encouraging them and helping them figure out how to make those life changes.
How to make life changes in order to see, improvement in their health. So that's what we do, and I'm excited about that, and I love doing that. And it's great when people start making the changes and they start following the steps, and they begin to see, positive changes. And things begin to change for the better. It is very rewarding.
It sounds like it, to see them going from being so stressed and anxiety-ridden, and then being able to see those positive changes and that relief for them. That has to be so rewarding.
Perfect. And sometimes, over a period of time, when they begin to see some significant improvement, and then the doctor can begin to scale down on the amount of medication they were taking.
Okay. Which is always good.
That is great. And until they come off the medication, completely, and they continue to apply the changes they had made.
Wow.
In their lives.
So your focus is really to get to those natural methods that we can all do in our lives, but we just might not know how to incorporate it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because there is a lot of research, a lot of scientific studies out there. A lot of studies show that times after times again, changes in lifestyle do bring about positive results, either in preventing illness or in reversing illness that were already present.
Okay, what kind of changes do you usually do? Is it mostly diet, exercise, your thought process on things? How do you usually do it?
Yeah, you touch on many things there. Very interesting. There. Yeah, it's a number of things there. Yeah, because a diet, a lot of people know about the diet. They do that, and exercise. A lot of people know about exercise too, and how we carry ourselves through life. And for example, a lot of times that a lot of areas in our bodies, we don't even think about them until something goes wrong.
Right, absolutely.
You know, when something goes wrong, then we know they were there. You know, I can give you one little. Let me take arthritis, for example. You know, sometimes people don't even think about their wrists or their fingers.
Sure.
You know, they go through life, but when they hit about 60 years old, 70 years old, and they begin to have the trouble there with moving the fingers.
Yeah.
They noticed they were there, you know. But if, while they were a little younger or before that began to happen, and if every day somebody would make a little bit of exercise with their fingers, with their hand, you know, with that, and that alone would prevent, you know, the arthritis in their hands, and even until they're 100 years old or 120 years old or even 150 years old, you know,
everyone's living longer these days.
Everyone's living longer. The better people take care of themselves, the longer they will live.
And the happier they'll be when they're that age too.
And happier they will be. They don't even need to have to go to a nursing home, a place like that.
Right, they can still be active.
They can be active, you know, very little things like that. You know, I'm not talking about huge changes like going to the gym every day, 3 times a day to do heavy workout. Little things
like moving your fingers.
Yeah.
That's something we could all incorporate into our lifestyle.
Yeah. Or try to do something different every day, because the brain does respond to every time you do a little something different, whether big or small.
Keeping it alert, keeping it active.
Keep it active and doing things like that, you know. And the way we use our hands too, you know. I'll give you a simple example. The left brain control the right side.
Yes.
The right side brain control the left side. But if someone is a right hand person, people who right hand person, they tend to use their right hand more than the left, and that causes the left brain do more the work.
Okay, and then the right side gets a little lazy.
Voila, the right side get a little lazy, you know, and over time that can create an imbalance in the limbic system.
Well, that makes sense.
You know, and so it's good to try to find a balance in the way we use both hands, you know, the left and the right, you know. It's very, sometimes I encourage people to try to learn to write with your
your opposite hand.
Your opposite hand, you know. Try to brush your teeth with the other hand you don't use all the time, you know. Or try to eat your food with a different hand, not the same hand all the time, different one, and you will see different results there.
That's so amazing. Just little changes can make such a big difference.
Little changes, because you know, if you remember the word of Einstein, who said that if you do the same thing over and over again, you cannot expect to see a different result.
That's true. That's true. Well, this is such a wonderful service that you offer. How do people get in touch with you?
It's very easy. My phone number is 559-222-9180. That's all they need to have. Once they call me at this number, and then we make the contact, and I will start working with them.
Wonderful. And if you didn't catch that phone number, you can contact us here at Central Valley Talk, and we can get that number to you. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was wonderful to have you and to hear about how just those little changes in your life can make such a big difference.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, thank you for having me.